EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs, taking on the Denver Broncos. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again. And not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this time he is in. Yes. Isaiah Pacheco with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Tremon Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Broncos. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First down, Chiefs. A give right side for Pacheco. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. A 28-yard gain. And the first down, Chiefs. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Rice. Touchdown! Rashee Rice, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Broncos sitting at 5-2 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, Williams. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. This defense for the Chiefs, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On fourth down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardman to return. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
24 yards the gain there, another first down as well.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. But you look at this Bronco defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit.
And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Broncos getting the road victory, so they'll look to take the season series now here in Denver. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. Off the option, here's Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
First down, Kansas City.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And the ball banked way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go into lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
That's good for a Denver Broncos.
Here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 2nd down, Wilson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, Might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 92 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A good rip by Pacheco. And you have to go back to 1990 with Johnny Johnson with the Cardinals to find a rookie 7th rounder with more rushing yards than he had last season. The 251st pick out of Rutgers took over the KC backfield with 830 yards in 2022.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Mahomes going to change things up. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Pacheco gets it up the gut. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Second and 10. A man who re-signed with the Chiefs back in May. Here's Jerick McKinnon. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Again, it's Williams. Strong running at the 30. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Williams fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second? And he'll get in! Touchdown, Denver! Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 3. Here's Pacheco headed right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Mahomes firing complete. It'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco once again. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. DJ Jones, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Bring it 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mims in motion left. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Boy, effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
Well, they're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. Mahomes will throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Second and 6 coming up. Here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. Able to find Mims. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here's Wilson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill. When your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon, there's an incompletion right there.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's first and 10. Wilson to throw. Got a man. That's little Jordan Humphrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here. Now Wilson. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down. He's back to throw. Short throw caught by Dosage.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Hey, alert. 14.
Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Chiefs, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.